coming off a 5-2 day. Let's keep it rolling. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back into another episode for Just a Bet Outside. It is Major League Baseball time again. A 5-2 day yesterday. We will take it. It's a long season, and let's hope we can have a little winning streak going on this week. So I got four best bets for you. As you can see, last time I had a ton of added bets. We ended up with 7 bets. So be sure to check the pinned comments below. I will probably add some more in the morning. But I don't want to wait any longer. Let's dive right in. Let's go over the bets recap page. All right, there we go. Look at all that. A lot of green check marks. 5-2, and we hit the big 1 unit play with the Cardinals team total. I know you're thinking 1 unit's not a lot, but right now we're a half unit on every bet for the first few weeks of the season. We put a unit on our favorite bet, and yeah, we hit parlay, and the Morton under 5.5 Ks may have been the easiest one. But that over 8 Orioles Rangers was probably the worst. I think it was a 2-0 game. But a lot of easy wins in there. 13-10 on the year, plus 1.82 units. It's a slow trickle with these half unit bets, but we're getting there. Without any more waiting, let's dive into bet number one. All right, here we go. Game number one and bet number one. Pittsburgh Pirates at the Boston Red Sox. Boston money line minus 140. Pittsburgh money line at plus 120 with an over under of 9 runs. I mean, let's be honest, guys. The Red Sox are an almost automatic over in the total game because they can hit a little bit and they have zero pitching. So it's not my bet in this game, but it's just something to keep an eye on this year. I think nine's about right, but I wouldn't be shocked if they went over again. Both teams are starting out 2-2. My best bet in this game is not a side, and it's not the total. It's a player prop. Nick Pivetta over 5.5 Ks for the Red Sox at minus 120. This Pirates team absolutely sucks when it comes to striking out. They struck out the third most times versus right-handed pitching last season. And guess what? So far this year, through 4 games, every single starting pitcher has had 6 or more Ks. That's right. I'm betting Nick Pivetta to make it a 5th straight time. Pavetta's a little above average with K rate. He's nothing special, nothing terrible. But you know what? There's any starting pitcher against them right now is getting 6 or more Ks. This may move up to 6.5. I don't know if I would take it there. That's a big strikeout. That's up to you guys, unless you're getting good plus money odds. But this Pirates team, they're just struggling overall. They've had a few guys kind of, I guess, play well in some of the games that kind of make their offense look a little better than it really is. But either way, they got guys up and down this lineup with high K rates, and I expect Pavetta to get 6 or more. He played him last year. He got 6 Ks, and this Red Sox team is just a walking strikeout. They may get some runs, but they're a walking strikeout. So I love Nick Pivetta over 5.5 Ks as my first bet of the day. Let's move on to game number two. All right, here we go. Game number two, Tigers at Astros. Astros money line minus 280. Tigers money line plus 235. Over under of 7.5 runs. Tigers 1-3 on the season. Astros are 2-3. Tigers just beat this Astros team last night. Yeah, you know where I'm going to go with this. There's no way they're beating them twice in a row. We got Matt Manning on the mound against Framber Valdez. Matt Manning is just a dude. He's a little below average, over a 4 ERA for the career. He doesn't have a high K rate at all. He gives up a lot of hard contact, and he's going against this Astros lineup. It's not going to be pretty. Framber Valdez is the ace of the staff for the Houston Astros. 2.82 ERA last year. He is the best ground ball pitcher in the majors. He's going to keep these Tigers in the ballpark. This is easy, guys. It's the first leg of a money line parlay. Baby, who doesn't like those? Astros money line is the first leg. It's obvious. Much better starting pitcher. Much better lineup. Much better bullpen. This is varsity versus JV, guys. There's no way in heck this Tigers team is beating the Astros 2 games in a row. I actually like that the Astros lost last night. They're going to come out hungry. I expect them to win pretty easily. If you want to go Astros minus 1.5 on a single bet, you could do that too. But it went 11 innings last game, and I just see the Astros coming out ready to go. So Astros money line, first leg of a money line parlay. Let's go see what that second leg is. All right, here we go. The second leg of the money line parlay. It's going to be the Guardians versus the A's. Guardians minus 200 on the money line. The Oakland A's are plus 170. A low over under of 7 runs. The best bet. We all know where I'm going here, guys. It's the Guardians money line. They are the much better team. And you put them together with the Astros, you get plus 103 for the money line parlay. And this is our bet of the day for a full unit, the Guardians and Astros money line. Now, about this game, Shane Bieber is on the mound. No relation to Justin Bieber, in case you're curious. He's absolutely elite. If you don't follow baseball, Shane Bieber is elite. He is the ace of this staff, a Cy Young candidate, 2.88 ERA last year, 25% strikeout rate, which actually went down a little bit from the year before. That's how good he was. He already threw 6 innings and gave up 0 runs against the Mariners to start the season out. My Mariners, they've been struggling. Little slow start, but that's okay. They're going up against JP Sears, and he was not the guy that owned the company Sears, just so you know. But he has 22 major league starts, 4.18 ERA, a really low K percentage. He is as average guy as it gets. He's a lefty on the mound. Oakland is the fourth worst hitting team against right-handed pitching last season. And now you're getting one of the best right-handed pitchers on planet Earth. It's going to be a struggle for these A's. Again, it's the same thing as the Astros, guys. Better starting pitcher, and it's not even close. Better bullpen with the Guardians, not even close, and the better lineup, not even close. So this is just an all-around better team in the Guardians, and I expect them to take care of business against the A's. Put the Astros and the Guardians together. Moneyline parlay at plus 103 for a full unit bet of the day. Gotta love it. All right, let's move on to the next bet. All right, here we go. Rockies versus Dodgers. Dodgers money line minus 275. Rockies money line plus 225. Over under of 7.5. Sound the alarm, guys. I have an underdog bet of the day, and it is freaking huge. The Rockies money line is my bet at plus 225 to beat the Dodgers. Guys, the odds are just too good to pass up in this matchup. You got Herman Marquez for the Rockies versus Julio Urias for the Dodgers. A good lefty. But let's go to Marquez first. Um, he is 3-2 with a 2.49 ERA when he faces the Dodgers in LA. And you're going to hear me say road and in LA and all these things more because when you're a Rockies pitcher, you're never going to be good at home. I mean, the altitude, it is so hard to pitch. There's barely any elite pitchers ever in Colorado that pitch well at home. So it's always about how can you pitch on the road. And not only in LA, just against this team in general, he plays well. He has a 2.49 ERA. Like I said, it's a great matchup. Last year, he had a 6.7 ERA at home, and then on the road anywhere, he had a 3.00 ERA. I mean, this guy is a much better pitcher away from Colorado, and he's a much better pitcher when he faces the Dodgers. And then you go to Julio Urias, a good lefty. I'm not going to sit here and say he's a bad pitcher. He had a 2.16 ERA last year. Absolutely elite. I don't think he's going to get there again this year, but he is a good pitcher. But this matchup, guys, he has a 3.99 ERA versus the Rockies in his career. He doesn't play well against the Rockies, and Marquez plays well against the Dodgers. Players to watch, guys. CJ Cron leading the league in the home runs right now with 3, I believe it is. And then against Urias, he's 7 for 24 with 2 home runs. So he's hitting well. How about Chris Bryant on the Rockies? He's 10 for 29, hitting 345 against Urias. And then Charlie Blackmon, 8 for 28, hitting 308. Guys, there is guys on this lineup for the Rockies that can hit Urias. Do the Dodgers have the better lineup? Yes, of course. Do they have the better bullpen? Yes. But I think the starting pitching matchup, I think if the Rockies can jump out to a good lead, and if you want to take them money line on the first 5 too, that's fine too if you don't want to trust their bullpen. But these odds at plus 225, it's just a value bet. You just have to do it. Obviously, you're not going to hit these all the time at plus 225, but Rockies played well in San Diego to start the season. They took a couple from them. Dodgers haven't looked that great so far to start the year. So I love the Rockies. Underdog bet of the day, money line at plus 225. Let's move on to our final bet of the day. All right, here we go. It is the Tampa Bay Rays at the Washington Nationals. Tampa Bay money line minus 180. Nats money line plus 155. Over under of 8.5 runs. My best bet, I'm going to get right into it. It is a team total again. We hit one yesterday with the Cardinals. It's the Rays team total over 4.5 runs at minus 124. There's a chance this goes to 5 or 5.5. If you want to, you can. I like the 4.5 at minus 124. Chad Cool is on the mound, and he is anything but cool. It might be cool. I don't even know how to pronounce it. He is absolutely horrendous, guys. One of the worst pitchers in the majors. He had a 5.72 ERA last season when he played for the Rockies. And that wasn't just because he was in Colorado, by the way. He was absolutely terrible on the road, too. Actually, worse on the road. He gave up a 32% hard contact rate last year, which was bottom 10% in the league. And you know what else is good, and I haven't talked about this with team totals, is the Rays are their away team, so they are guaranteed 9 full at bats. Sometimes that's tricky. If you're the home team, you're leading in the ninth inning, you don't get that ninth at bat, you only get 8 innings. But the Rays are guaranteed 9 full at bats. Chad Cool, after the All Star break last year, this is like shouldn't even be in the majors. 0-6 with a 9 ERA. You know what that means? He threw 45 innings and he gave up 45 runs. It's just unbelievable that he has a starting job again. But that's how bad the Nationals are, to be honest with you. So this guy is terrible. The Rays have been hitting well. I'd be shocked if they don't get to 5 or more runs. Let's just say they get to only 3 or 4 off Cool somehow. The Nationals bullpen is terrible too. So I just love the Rays team total. You could throw this for a unit, and I almost did. But I love their team total over 4.5 in this game as our final bet of the night. Let's go over that bets recap. All right, here we go. Nick Pavetta over 5.5 Ks at -120. The 1 unit bet of the day: Astros and Guardians moneyline parlay at +103. Rays team total over 4.5 at -124. I'm not gonna lie, I almost made that a unit. So that's probably my favorite bet along with that parlay. And then the Rockies money line, because why not? At +225. Give it a chance. Come on, Rockies, come through for us. That's what we got for today, guys. 4 best bets, and we are going to probably add some bets tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna probably have some pinned comments down below because it's about volume right now. I'm just dipping my toes in, half unit on most bets. It's been a great start to the season. Let's keep it rolling. Also, leave a comment, hit like, smash that like button. Appreciate all the support. Looks like we're getting our baseball following finally. And if you can't tell, I am excited about that. It's my favorite sport. So, thanks again for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.